In today's Daily Dish, the servers for NBA 2K15 won't be turned on until next Tuesday. How much of a role should penalties play in Madden? More player ratings for NBA Live 15? And a reminder to get entries in for the NBA 2K15 giveaway. 2K Sports has now stated they won't be turning on the servers for NBA 2K15 until its official release day of October 7th. This will naturally raise a red flag given the server struggles the series has become so well known for, and its reliance on servers for the majority of the modes. Remember, NBA 2K14 on the Xbox One and PS4 was, for all intents and purposes, an always online game. And because the servers dropped out so often, it left people unable to play any of the modes at times. NBA 2K15 has reduced its reliance on the servers by introducing an offline-only mode called My League. Otherwise, it appears to be about the same situation. Because of virtual currency, My Career and My GM will necessitate an online connection unless it's started and continued as an offline one. My Team and Online Play, of course, will be completely reliant on being online. Only one other sports game has done this, in which they don't turn on the servers until it's officially released thing, and that's MLB The Show, which is just as bad, if not worse, online, but to its credit doesn't require it to play the majority of the game. It's fair to look at the NBA 2K15 situation in relation to reviews, because it's one of the reasons the show doesn't have servers on early. Outlets will rush out reviews, and they won't be able to properly, if at all, examine online play and any modes that tie into that, and factor that into their scores. No one should anticipate the online situation to be vastly improved with NBA 2K15 if the company won't even let people who have copies test it out. We can hope things will hold up under the immense server load, but with the history of the series, assuming things will go smoothly would be a mistake. It's been a long-running debate whether penalties should play a more significant role in the Madden series, and Operation Sports posting a poll on the topic has awakened it yet again. To date, EA has prevented games from having penalties called in a realistic fashion. False starts and defensive offsides and the occasional clipping were about all you would ever see. Penalties are a part of football, but in the video game context they have to make some sense. There has to be risk-reward aspect to how you play the game and the situation you put particular players into, not just randomly throwing penalties into the mix. Are you pressing incessantly with players that have poor press ratings? Maybe they get some defensive holding calls that way. Do you have a poor blocking offensive line or tight end? Maybe you get a holding penalty here and there, and that's an area of the team to improve on through your franchise. Abandon the pocket early or drop back too far with the quarterback. Make it more likely holding gets called. One-on-one coverage downfield, maybe a corner commits pass interference. Hey, it's better than it being 75% of the time intercepted because defenders have the advantage in that situation. Reverse the field on a punt or kick return, maybe there's a holding or a block in the back because of it. But flags shouldn't just be flying for things that are completely outside of your control. That's where frustration and confusion comes in and people start not having fun anymore. And no one wants to see all those flags at the same rate they do in the NFL nowadays. Leave your thoughts in the comments or shoot me a Twitter message with how you think Madden should handle penalties going forward, and I'll discuss some of the ideas on a future episode. Late last week, EA Sports started to reveal the player ratings for NBA Live 15. On one of the Daily Dish episodes, I went over the top 5 point guards and shooting guards. Now the top at the remaining positions have been made public. At small forward, LeBron James leads the way, of course, but he only comes in at a 95 overall. That's a bit surprising because Live's overall ratings otherwise are trending higher than NBA 2K15's. In that game, LeBron comes in at a 98. Kevin Durant is only 1 point behind LeBron in NBA Live. He has a 94, whereas in 2K15 he's a 95. Those two players look to be among the very few that have a higher overall in 2K15 versus Live 15, but that's something I'll have to take a look at later this week. Carmelo Anthony is a 92, Kawhi Leonard an 89, and Andre Iguodala arguably quite overrated at an 87. At power forward, Blake Griffin leads the way at 91, with Kevin Love at 90, LaMarcus Aldridge and Anthony Davis 89, and Dirk Nowitzki 87. Center has Dwight Howard predictably at the top with 90, but Joakim Noah and DeMarcus Cousins are tied with him there. Al Jefferson and Marc Gasol follow closely behind. In total, NBA Live 15 has 14 players rated 90 or above. compared to NBA 2K15's 4. Just 1 week now until the release of NBA 2K15. Make sure to get your entries in for the giveaway of a copy of the game. Entries are accepted through Thursday. I've dropped the link in the YouTube description and the posting with the video on Pastapadre.com. Sign into the giveaway app, complete any tasks, and if you follow on those social media networks, those just amount to clicking a button. And I wish you good luck in the random drawing that will take place once it closes late Thursday. Forza Horizon 2 is out tomorrow, and I'll be streaming some of my play sessions with it on Twitch over the coming days. I appreciate all of those who subscribe there to follow along and interact as I play. As always, visit Pastapadre.com for the latest sports gaming news and analysis. Follow on Twitter at Pastapadre, and subscribe on YouTube. I'll be back tomorrow with another Daily Dish.